Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've put anything out there. Been busy with real life and whatnot, but now that we are in this global situation, I've suddenly found myself with a bit more free time. So I thought I'd do something different to what I've normally put out on the channel. Slow things down a bit, and I thought I'd do a bit of a round robin of the UK. So, we'll go around and visit various places, pretty much all around the coast, some inland stuff, and just see what's out there. So we're going to kick things off from my local airport when I'm back in the UK, which is Humberside, in North East Lincolnshire, and we're going to be using the JustFlight Piper Warrior 2 as our aircraft for the trips. The reason I've chosen this aircraft is I've actually had a few lessons in a Warrior in real life, and it's what my dad has as his aircraft of choice that he used for his PPL. So I'm a bit more familiar with it than, say, a Cessna or like a Mooney Bravo or something. So that's what we're going to be using. The scenery today we're using is the UK 2000 scenery, which is the paid version rather than the free version, and today we're going to be going up to Newcastle. The Newcastle version is only the freeware version. I don't really fly in and out there very often, so I didn't really want to splash out for something that I'm maybe only going to use once or twice. But if I decide I'm going to start flying in and out there a bit more often, then I'll go ahead and buy the paid version, which it's got a lot more detail into it. Yeah, the weather today we're going to be using from Active Sky, which is quite. I've only had it about a week or two, I think, and it's a lot better than I thought it would be. I was a bit skeptical to begin with, but I'm glad I went out and got it. We are on VATSIM as well, so we should hopefully have some controllers with us. I don't think at the minute we've got anybody up in Newcastle, but hopefully we've got someone covering us here at Humberside, and then about half of the coast will probably get handed off to the Unicom. Right, so without further ado, let's crack on, shall we? Okay, right, so here we are inside the cockpit. Now, I know the aircraft comes with its own checklist, but I don't know about you, but I keep thinking that it's missing bits. So before I start, avionics off, yeah, yeah. So in the checklist, it tells you to make sure that the avionics is off, but then after start, it doesn't tell you to put it back on or turn them on. So what I've done is I've gone out there and I found my own checklist to use online. There's various ones out there, and it's whatever you find that works for you, I think. So I've got that in front of me as a PDF, and I'll be using that rather than the built-in one. So right, let's crack on then. So we won't do any of the pre-flight inspection stuff outside. I don't think it's modelled similar to A2As, for example, where you can do a walk around and wiggle the ailerons and check, make sure all the bolts are in and everything like that. So we'll skip all that. There's no need for it really. So we'll do the before start checklist. So homes recorded 5.7, yeah, charts which we have. Seats adjusted and lock restraints fastened, radio slot, ventricles, everything's off. Okay, so engine start. So parking brake is on. That's right. Carb heat is off. Mixture set to fully rich. Master run. Fuel pump is on. Fullest tank. So we're going to go to the right hand tank. So we want some lights on. Yep, that's them on. You can see it because the amps increases. So everything's on, yeah. So we need to prime the engine. According to my list, it's telling me to do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. To lock that off. Go crack the throttle a quarter open. We'll make sure there's nobody around before we start, which you wouldn't expect there to be. And here we go. There we are, that's a good start. Okay, so let's bring it down, it's about 1,000. Okay, let's make sure the door's closed. Go ahead and close that up. We're all in and strapped. Okay, so next, all temperature's good, which they are. So let's go ahead and turn the avionics and everything on. That's fine. And there we go. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and tune in our VOR for Newcastle. We should be able to pick it up roughly from where we are. So it's 114.25. 114.25. Let's turn all these on. So we're going to need them. Squawk 7,000. Yeah. Come on, which one we want. This is fine. What we'll also do is in here we'll put our frequency in. What says 114.25. It's not picked anything up yet because we're still on the ground. Once we take off, it should pick something up. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. So what it is, we'll go ahead and tune to. We should have a London controller now. Let me just check. Make sure he's still. Yes, he is. So we'll go ahead and tune into him. So 132.6. Okay. Okay, so because I've not got any ATIS information here at Humberside, I've gone ahead and got some other information from Active Sky. So today we are using runway 20.
Free receiving navigation direct to Pepis. Pepis, 53. Friday 9 Kilo Romeo, climb flight level 140, turn left heading 250 degrees.
Winds are...
Climb 140 left 250, Rhino 9 Kilo Romeo. 2jet 412 on the unit on 122 decimal 8, good morning.
We have some clouds out.
122 decimal 8, 2jet 412.
Today 47, flight level 90.
7.
Stop 1190, for the 284.
There we go.
58 close on block, got the instructions to climb now, please ignore the restrictions, climb now, flight level 290.
Coming 9, Federal 290, easy 58.
So the station buffing in, if it's so important, please pass your message.
So,
711, good morning, London Control, school cadet, climb now, flight level 190.
Flight level 190.
okay.
Steven 284, descend flight level 80.
Come flight level 80, for the 284.
284, thanks call, Heathrow Director now, 119.725, bye-bye.
Heathrow Director 119.725, for the 284, good morning.
So let's go ahead and...
232, descend flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80, speed to 32.
London, hello, easy 30. Yankee Golf 50, flight level 350, inbound Honley.
5 Yankee Golf, good morning, London, Roger.
Sunny, good morning, Springbok 2212 with you passing 2500.
Springbok 2212, good morning, London Control, climb now, flight level 70.
Flight level 70, Springbok 2212.
Clifton 3, search landing, runway, back to hand, closed real world, so you can decide the runway yourself. We'll take 20, go to rate. Listen 3, roger, so it'll be vectors for the ILS runway 20.
Vector ILS 20, it's easier for you with P3D construction service outside 53.
That's fine for me now, so Rhino 9 Kilo Romeo, climb flight level 280, resume air navigation, direct MEDOG.
Golf November Hotel cleared, runway 21.
Roger, I'll call you back, Rhino 9 Kilo Romeo, redirect MEDOG, climb level 280.
Redirect MEDOG, climb 280, running at 9 Kilo Romeo.
Zulu X-ray 21 for land surface with 160 degrees 9 knots.
First land runway 21, call 280.
Golf November Hotel taxi, standard choice of begin, good morning.
Good morning, taxiing to standard choice, thank you.
324 Heathrow now, 119 at decimal 725, good morning.
119 at 75, good morning, speaking to 3132.
Listen 3, when ready, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH Southampton is unknown.
6,000 feet and unknown, 53.
Good morning, Central Korea 112, video passing 175.
Ryanair 112, good morning, London Control, climb flight level 190, it's a Willow 3 Bravo arrival.
Climbing flight level 190, 1 Korea 112.
London Control, good morning. Golf Delta Juliet Alpha Hotel is ready for taxi at Echo Golf November Juliet.
Stand by, please, FedEx 383, we're ready to send flight level 270. Sorry, station calling me, say again.
Good morning, London Control. Golf Delta Juliet Alpha Hotel is ready for taxi at Echo Golf November Juliet.
So is it Humberside?
Correct.
I don't have a Humberside, you can monitor Unicom, good morning.
Over to Unicom, thank you very much. Okay, never mind. 122.8. So he's not covering us, that's just fine. Is there anybody else on? That's this far north? No. So we are not going to have any controls, which is fine. We can look after ourselves. Okay, so we're ready for taxi. So flaps are up, avionics on, transponder set to 6000, yeah. Just copy ultimate is set, heading again set. Correct, park and brake released, so we can go ahead and do that. And we are good to go. Let's put our landing light on. No, wrong one. There we go, landing light. And we're off. Right then, so here we go. So she probably works out alright. Controllers, we can do what we kind of want. So what we'll do is I'll take her from 20, climb up to about 1,000 feet, and then we'll make a left-hand turn out route towards Otteringham, which we will put in to our nav2 in a second. Once we get to the end of the runway, do our checks. The weather's not looking too bad today. We probably will be climbing up above the clouds. It's just a bit too low for us, I think. So, right, let's just go ahead and park up here. Like how we do in real life. This is our run-up area. To us. Okay, so parking brake is on. Okay, so run up checklist. Okay, brakes are set, which they are. Mixture is fully rich. Fuel pump is on. Fuel selector switch tank. to the force tank, so we're still on the right hand tank, which is fine. Fuel pump off. It does decrease, which is good as what we want. Fuel pump on. So throttle up to 2000 RPM for the mag check. Okay. So left one first. Yeah, that's right. Start. That's right. She's right. And then every. She's okay. Vacuum. That's fine. Yep. There it is. She's fine. Okay, engine instruments are in the green, which is good, is what we want. Carb heat, check for a drop. Which it does slightly. Come on. Throttle to idle. Back to 1000, sorry. And mixture is required. We're just about to take off, so we'll leave the mixture at rich. Okay, so before takeoff, circuit breakers are all in, which they are. Flight instruments. Oh, it's disconnected there. Radio said it's well, there's nobody up here, so we go on the Unicom. Peter, load test. Yeah. So we're all good. Primer is in and locked, which it is. Flaps set. We're not going to take any flaps today because we've got a long enough runway for us. Trim is so go ahead and just 1, 2, 3 notches of trim. So the controls are free and moving. So which they appear to be. Okay, so we're happy there. Okay, doors and windows are sealed. Yes, that open. And the door is locked. Okay, seatbelt secured, yeah, briefing completed, air conditioning off, autopilot off, tower clearance again, Unicom, so we don't need that. So, transponder is on, which is right. So we can put our anti-coals on. Do we want mixture fully rich? Yeah. Take your time. Noted. Right, so let us get out of here. Do is we shall start the timer. We're just going to look for a rolling start. Don't need to stop. Just try and get ourselves lined up in the centre if we can. And then we're going to go. Let's give it the beans. Okay, right, increase the throttles, nice and easy. Bit of a crosswind. Yeah. Cranky, yeah. Okay. There we go. And we're up. Yeah, after takeoff, check there. Flaps are up, which we know they are. Okay, excellent. Right. I never forgot to remember frequency, did I say it's 113.9. Excellent. So 1,000 feet. Nothing to our left. Go. So what I intend to do with the videos is I'm going to leave them completely unedited. Just so you can see the mistakes that I'm making, if I do make any, which in all honesty is probably likely. A little disclaimer, I'm not a real world pilot. I literally just do this as a hobby. Although I would like to be a pilot one day, but that's another story. Okay. Hopefully you can learn a few things along the way, as well as myself learning a few things. Okay, right, so we're coming through a cloud, which is fine. So, 045 more than anything. That's how long it looks like we've got. So 101 miles away from Newcastle. 88 knots, 68 minutes away. Still climbing nicely. I'm just going to throttle back slightly. Don't need full power. That's fine. So we're going to route north. Let me just get my map out here. Where are we? This road's just open 9 route. Okay, yeah, so we're going to route roughly towards Bridlington, which should be on a track of 007. So we'll just track that soon. There. Just want to make sure that we're well clear of Humberside before we start to cut it back across. Which is why I've got the Ottringham VOR in there. So we'll route slightly towards that. And then we'll turn left, head north slightly. So we're going to go up to about 5,000 feet, which should take us nicely above the cloud. Now, if I could have done, I would have done this in VR, but from the research I've done, I can't get it to record like a smooth picture like what you're seeing now. I think it's a limitation of what I've got. I think I've got the Oculus Rift, so I think that's a limiting factor of the Rift, is that the video quality is not good. So because I haven't got that, I'm just having to use my hat switch to look around rather than track IR, which I don't have with me. Silly old me. So nevertheless, we'll make it work. And now watching goes over there, that's fine. So, looking at my map. So we've got Hull down there. So we're probably just over Immingham now. Which we are, industrial area. would expect it to get quite bumpy going over there with all the fumes and heat giving off. So 4,000. It's quite a nice one of the clouds. So today I'm using the JustFlight VFR photoreal scenery for the ground. Definitely handy considering it's a VFR flight. Gone for this over the Orbex stuff, mainly because from what I've been reading, I don't know if it's improved or not, is the Orbex stuff is very frame rate intensive. I've not got a bad system myself, which I'll leave in the description below. But I just didn't want to risk it. I like having a smooth flight. Anything that's not smooth, I don't enjoy it, and I tend to just get frustrated. And it just becomes not enjoyable then, really. So that's why I went for JustFlight. And to be fair, I don't mind it too much actually. Yes, okay, some of the textures look a bit blotchy, but you know, normally I fly in VR anyway. Once you've got the headset on, you can't really tell too much. Okay, so here we go, up 5,000 feet, so what we'll do is we shall need to level off, let the power increase, and then stabilise. So there we go, so I'll put a bit of trim in, otherwise this thing just keeps wanting to rocket. Okay, so here we are. 5,000 feet. Speed 97 knots. 90 knots indicated, which is fine. So 104. Power in there. I'm starting to lose it. So yeah, I know we're starting to get close now to ultra. You can see it's just moving constantly. So it must be close. That's the header we want if we want to go to Newcastle. What we're going to do is though, we're going to follow the coast up to about Robin Hood's Bay. Once we hit there, then we can route direct to Newcastle. It'll just help us avoid T-side S control zone. So let's see if we can see Altrincham. In the middle of a field somewhere, no doubt. I think it's, yeah, it's down there, look. It is. Yes, we're not far off. Acceptable for me. So once we hit this coastline, so where are we? So we're going to start to turn. So we should have some wind farms down here somewhere. hit the coast, we'll just follow it up. Pretty much all the way up past Bridlington, and then onto Humberside Bay, and then we'll track it from there. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay. And we're in the cruise. So just looking at my VATScan map, looks like we've still got no ATC cover further north. Oh, also got some traffic in at Newcastle though, 2 aircraft. This A320, it's going from Newcastle to London, and 737-800 going to Echo Golf Foxtrot. So they probably would have left by the time we get there. At the minute I can't see anything coming in directly, so that's fine. So what we're going to do, our next track, once we hit the coast, should roughly be about 340. So that's fine. Coming up to it now. Okay, spurn point down there. Okay, so first we can turn our landing light off. Don't need that on. And let's start the track to 340 degrees. Should be the track that I want. Quote up. I've got a Sky Demon on my iPad, so that's what I'm using to as my flying plan. I've not got it connected or anything like that, so very much using the VFR scenery as best I can. Should have Hornsey on the nose, which has got quite a big lake in front of us. So we've got nothing up our way really. I've got Manchester Tower and everything there. So a snuff for us today. And London Control there he's not using us, not covering us, which is fine. Trying to run the Unicom, which I understand why we've got the Unicom, but I found certainly in the UK people don't use it. It's just not used at all. Like, I don't know if anybody's actually flown in America. The Unicom across there is actually used. You know, people put out blind calls and whatnot. Whereas in the UK, I've literally heard nobody on the Unicom putting out blind calls. So I don't understand it really. Sort of defeats the point of having the Unicom. But hey ho, that's just my opinion. I do quite enjoy the JustFlight Hyper Warrior. It's very nicely modelled, and very nice to fly, easy going anyway. And yeah, the only thing I'm not necessarily keen on, and I don't understand why, or if I've missed it, someone could leave a comment below and let me know, is you can only have one person in the aircraft. You know, at least with like other developers like A2A for example, you can add passengers. You know, whereas the JustFlight one, you are solo. That is it. Just a shame, because it does add. It's weird, but it does add something. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Newcastle into the nav 2 as well. And then once I just looking for 313, track of 313 once I hit Robin Hood's Bay. So it's 3-1, 1, 2, 3. So once I hit that, I know I'm on the right track. Work out. So I'm just going over this slightly, which is just how my map is looking. It's a lot cloudy in front of us, that's for sure. Okay, again, because there's nobody at Newcastle covering the tower or ATIS or anything like that, I took a weather report from VATSIM, which is the user runway 07 or 25. Winds are variable, and it's only at 2 knots. Which isn't too bad. We've got cloud at 1,500 feet and it's overcast at 3,800 feet. EGNJ is the same as Humberside, so that's fine. So, yeah. So, once you hit Robin's Bay, should be 55 nautical miles from Newcastle, which is fine. So, yeah, so I believe that's Hornsey down there. There should be a lake down there somewhere, I think. There it is. Yeah, that's Hornsey down there. You can just see it through the clouds there. Which is spot on. Now I know what people say is you should be using, if you're doing VFR like this, you should be using 2 VORs and work out. You should be able to see where they intersect, and then you'll be able to tell your position. Which I could do that quite easily, I suppose, but I'm not too fussed. I know where I am over Hornsey. Routing, just got to be careful because we've got a bit of airspace just inland, but thankfully we're just over the coast. Very cloudy. So we're just over the coast, which is fine. I think it's a parachute area, I think. Just to say, as gas venting is what it is. Which is fine. So if we keep going like this, we should have Bridlington coming up on our right. I'm going to be careful there because there is a parachuting area just above Bridlington Airfield. Yeah, Bridlington parachute drop zone, which is surface to 15,000 feet, which is fine. So we can make sure we avoid that as well. So, 21 minutes in, that's fine. radiator heating. Just making sure that we're not going to ice up. Sure, pollution. As I said before, I'm not a real world pilot. I'm just doing this round robin of the UK just for some fun, really, something different. Normally I get so caught up just flying like fast jets or, you know, trying to be the next Maverick. You know, just ain't gonna happen. So it's just something a bit more interesting, something a bit different. You know, trying not to use a GPS for once. You know, a bit more old school navigation of actually looking out the window. So we'll see how that goes for me. I hope that you do enjoy the videos as they come. So after Newcastle, we're gonna be looking at going up to Aberdeen, and then from Aberdeen across the Highlands to Stornoway, and then from Stornoway we're gonna go down to Glasgow. Stop over there for the night. Then from Glasgow, we're going to look down to go down to either Liverpool or Manchester. I haven't decided which one I want to go into yet. I know Manchester will be a lot busier with traffic, so it might be a bit more difficult to try and squeeze me in. But we'll have a look on the day. And then from Liverpool, we're going to look to go down to Exeter. We'll stop over there. We could probably fly through Wales for that. You know, and see if we can route over Cardiff. Probably have to get ATC clearance with that though. And then from Exeter we're going to go down to Jersey. I'll see how I get on there. They might want me to do that. And looking at that as Class D airspace, so that's fine. And then from Jersey we're probably gonna route up towards Biggin Hill. Stop over there, and then from Biggin Hill we're going to go to Norwich. Again, stop there, and then from Norwich we'll route back towards Humberside. So it shouldn't be such a bad trip. See plenty of the UK. I'm looking forward to the London leg. I've not flown through London before on VATSIM. So I've flown through it off VATSIM, and where you can just fly wherever you want. So I've not flown through there where I actually have to follow the rules. So that'll be interesting, a new one for me. So I think we're looking. What's the distance looking like for the whole round robin trip? It's looking like a 1,400 mile roughly trip. So should be fun. See plenty. Hopefully get some good traffic going around VATSIM. And then let's see where we are. So it's looking like it could be Bridlington, or branching out to Bridlington down there. Yeah, it is Bridlington down there. So just to make sure we avoid the airfield. Bridlington airfield should be around here somewhere. Should be over there like 2 o'clock. So yeah, I'm on track. That's where I want to go. Slurp. so like I said, the weather's coming to us from Active Sky using Rex Texture Direct, I think it is, for the weather textures. So I think they do add a lot more. I mean, I'm looking forward to weather system soon. FS 2020, that looks really good. You know, certainly where it's raining, you can see the rain in the distance, rather than all of a sudden just flying into a Star Wars going warp speed effect. So that'll be good. Also the effects on the windscreen as well. So I'm looking forward to FS 2020. Oh, I didn't mention today we're using P3D version 4.5. I've not made the transition to version 5 yet. For me, I'm happy with 4.5, and with FS 2020 on the horizon, do I really want to branch out to version or pay for version 5? Not yet. I want to see what FS 2020 is going to be like first. You know, see what people are saying about it before I commit to either one. I'll be interested to see with FS 2020 how much it's going to cost, not just for the sim itself, but to migrate all your add-ons across. You know, will developers charge you the whole thing again, or will they give you an upgrade price, or that'll be interesting to see. I'm hoping that all our favourite aircraft make it across, whether we have to pay for them again or not. You know, for me, I love flying Dino's Typhoon and JustFlight's Hawk, and obviously this PA-28. I love flying them, so I hope they make it across. I think they'd be fantastic to have across there. I think the developers for JustFlight and Dino and Aerosoft, they're all very interested in FS 2020. So hopefully they get across in there, share their aircraft. Okay, so can't see much down there. Just shadow down there. Okay, so let me just let's look at the map, see where we are. So, can't really see much out of it because it's that cloudy. What I might actually do, I might descend down below the cloud. The only issue is the cloud base is very low. We're looking at between 1,000 to 1,500 feet. It's quite low actually. Bearing in mind that some of these places, certainly over North Yorkshire, looking at about, let's have a look at what's Ravenhall there. Ravenhall that we're going to fly before we hit Robins Bay, that's 700 feet already. Yeah, we'll just be flying too low there. So we'll have to we'll stay at altitude. Once we've passed there, routing into Newcastle, we might drop down. But even then, is it worth it? I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how we go. Minute we are just coming past Filey on our right. Probably can't see it out there, just the clouds. That's fine. So Filey should be over there. Not really the weather for this. That's fine. Got a good idea where I am anyway. I think even if we did have some ATC online, there would be in cloud anyway. Newcastle. That 737 still there. So Ryanair. Let's go and have a look, see if we can have a look at him, shall we? So where is he? Let's see, 737. What's he? 69. Ryanair, there we go. So the model matching here is done by... What are they done by? Who are they? I can't remember. But yeah, they're providing the model matching, which is quite good, I found. Although, it does frustrate me when you get the default, you know, CRJ, whatever. You know, especially, I had it the other day with a A321. I don't believe for a second that there's no model there. Oh, what's this guy doing? What is he? He's a PA28. Just managed to slew himself over there quickly. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but this model was from JustFlight 2002. I feel like it's from JustFlight 2002. Could be wrong, but pretty sure it was. Yeah, plenty of traffic out there. So, okay, so we've got a bit of clear sky ahead, so I'm clouding in now. Right. Just pop through it here. Okay, so we've got the coast there. So this looks like Scarborough. Pretty sure this is Scarborough. So I'm bang on track for Romans Bay, which is good. Just what I want. So yeah, as we can see, the nav 2 starting to drift in now. This is my track for Newcastle directly. Hopefully the weather can improve for us on some of the other legs. Certainly when we're going down from Stornoway down to Glasgow, that'd be nice. Going down the coast to the Highlands. So we shall see. Hopefully the nature will help us out a little bit. So what did I say? I should be 55 nautical miles. Bay. So yeah, it's coming in slowly. Coming in slowly. Some quick drink. Clearer over there. About 40 minutes to Newcastle, it's not too bad. Closer. That's fine. It is a very nice model. Very nice model. Like I said, the only thing that bugs me is the passengers can't add them. Or that I don't know how to add them. I've not seen any videos or screenshots of people having passengers in. But, you know, hey ho. So the livery I'm in today, it is a fictional livery that I painted the other day. It's, I wanted to have my own aircraft for the trip, so I got the paintbrush out. So I'll probably upload it somewhere. EGNT.com or something. It's looking a lot clearer once we get past here, hopefully. Okay, so we're not that far off. So it clears up. We should be good. It's that P828 at Newcastle. Is going from Newcastle to Teesside, so let's see him in and about. Doesn't look like there's anything else coming into Newcastle though, so it should be good. Yeah, it's very quiet actually for a Sunday. I thought it'd be a lot more shotgun. I had a look last night on the VATSIM map. Crikey, the UK was just littered with flights, controllers. Really should have gone for a little flight then, but real world commitments. Couldn't quite make it. Hey ho. Right, so. Looks like Roman's Bay coming into view just down there. This route should take us directly over Whitby and then just out, pass off the coast of Redcar, or Redcar, however you want to pronounce it. It should be on and set. About 315. So yeah, we'll make the turn now. 315, there we go. Yeah, that's Robbins Bay down there. Nice for sure. That's my old school used to be down there. A place called Filing Hall. Absolutely fantastic school it was. Really enjoyed it. Spent many years there. Actually living there, so yeah. So there somewhere, I think. Yeah, it's supposed to be there. There's Filing Thorpe. The school's up there. There are sports pitches down there. Great times. Very isolated, but when you're with your mates, you don't need much. Okay, so the weather seems to be clearing, so we can get more of an up-to-date weather information at Newcastle. Still cloudy apparently up there. Still using 07. Okay, that's fine. 106 knots. Variable wind. now we're routing really towards Newcastle. That's fine. Just got to follow the VOR. Should dodge. Like I said, T-side airspace. So let me just have a look at my charts for Newcastle. Sip of water. Got a bit of a headwind here, I think. Just a bit more power. Ship coming towards us. I don't know if anybody else has used it, but there's I found this. I think it's like World Ships AI package, which is great. It's like proper ships. So what about there? It's like possibly an oil tanker or something, rather than just the default stuff. That's a proper ships. It's very nice. Makes a massive difference. So when you're flying out over the coast. Spotting. Yeah, so we've got Middlesbrough over there, industrial area in the distance. So what are we? 44.5 miles, 27 minutes. We're making progress. That is the main thing. It does seem very quiet though up here. Not much traffic about. Got an A320 inbound to Newcastle. EG31. Should we go and have a look? EG31. E320. E311. There you go. So he's coming into Newcastle. So I do like the VFR scenery with the when it adds like the wind farms and aerial masts and all that sort of stuff. Certainly helps when you're navigating, certainly in VR anyway. I haven't necessarily got a GPS locator. Oh, where's he stopped? There we go. See when he had a stutter of some sort. I'm going to disappear from there. Seems to have cleared up a little bit. It's a shit. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's something like World AI Ships or something like that. Very good, it's very good. Highly recommend it. Freeware. I think it's available on VATSIM. So well worth a punt. Let's have a look, because we're going to be using 07. So, let's have a look at our map. Where am I? Should look at some space. Yes. because once we hit about Sunderland, about 13 nautical miles south, Newcastle-ish, we'll start to route inland. So it's about 290 heading. So someone should be on our nose now anyway. Because we've got no ATC analysing us. We'll just transit through the Class D airspace anyway. We're at an okay height for it. Might descend down though to 3,000 once we hit the coast. Not a bad day really. Heat on. I don't think it makes any difference in this aircraft. As in, I don't think it's fairly as modelled. But, yeah, it's nice to try and be accurate. What we'll do is we'll put the ILS frequency in for 07, which is 111.5. So we shouldn't pick it up yet. Anyway, that's just fine. Because we can still use this for our range for Newcastle. It's heading of 069. Let's go ahead and 069. So we can use the nav2 as a direction for Newcastle. We can use this as how far we have to go for Newcastle. So 19 minutes away, not far. Progress continues. So it should be too far from us. No. Not full there. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I know where I am. There should really be a wind farm just up here. So I'm just having that modelled. Never mind. There should be something over my nose. Just fine. We'll be entering Newcastle control. So there's going to be controlling it. Okay, yeah, so we got the let's just call live localizer. Okay, so that's fine. So 25.5 nautical miles, 15 minutes if we fly direct to Newcastle. So it's probably going to add an extra 10, maybe an extra 10 minutes to our trip. To route in. So, 2 3. So I'm just looking out my window here. Looks like we've got some clouds building. We're getting a storm tonight, I think. Quite possibly. We shall see. Just so you're aware, I'm not in the UK, so I'm supposed to be in sunnier climes, but it doesn't look sunnier. Definitely warmer, that's for sure, that's about it. Currently out in Oman, and I think the temperature is about 42 degrees today. It is warm. Just wait for my VATSIM to update, which doesn't look like it is. Yes, that shit is something on the nose. Yeah, something on the nose. I see the this is using the same frequency for 0725. Okay, that's fine. Sunderland. Yeah, 290. Pretty close to 70 ILS. I'm not actually going to use the ILS approach, I'm just going to have it in there as a guide. More than anything. So then this, once you turn there, it should take us over Gateshead. We should have Newcastle on our right hand side. Should take us out about 7 miles from Newcastle, then we'll turn inbound. Roughly. Said we shall descend down to about 3,000 feet. Should keep us, should be a nice altitude for us, I think. Time, plenty of space. Over Sunderland. I think that's the Stadium of Light down there. Could be one. Is it the Stadium of Light or St James's Park? No, only joking. I know it's the Stadium of Light. St James's Park is your rivals. Newcastle. Got a bit of updraft here, I think. Trying to keep this nose pointing down is tricky. Even trimming. Just wanted to continue to rise. A bit windy, a bit rough, being rocketed about all over the place here. Isn't supposed to be this windy up here. Okay, so coming in now, set landing light on. That's what we need. It's going up to 3,000. In fact, we'll make it 2,500 feet is what we'll descend down to. So there should be gates ahead, I think. No, not quite gates head. Gates head should be in front of us. Busy motorway. So if we had any controls up here, we'd be on the radios by now. But it seems like we don't. Never mind. Sorry, I got a bloody fly buzzing around my face. So that's 2,500. Let's raise the nose, add some power in. So let's just. So it should be picking up ILS now. So we're just going to fly this heading now until we start to intercept the localizer. Should be fine. So we've got some aircraft in Newcastle. Let's get our charts up from Newcastle. Cheers. this Unicom how it's supposed to be. Nobody else might. So we will. Unicom Golf Delta Juliet Alpha Hotel is type Piper Warrior, PA28 4.5 miles south of Newcastle for full stop. Runway 07. Good. Speed's good. So once we land, just keep going. Short. There. Track on. So we'll go for a stage of flat. So I think something's just turned on the runway. Unicom Golf Delta Juliet Alpha Hotel is finals for 07 at Newcastle. Is off. Second stage. Bring the power back here. To fight this window. Final stage of flapping. Hopefully we're going to see if we can turn off here at Foxtrot rather than to go down all the way to the other end of the runway and then backtrack. Just saves a bit of time. Too bad. She's doing it. go, man. There we go, we're down. Okay, so we've missed Foxtrot. We'll see if we can take Echo. Should be able to taxi in between those two ramps anyway. So we're way up here. Here we go. So let's clean up, flaps up. Unicorn Golf Delta Juliet Alpha Hotel is clearly active at Newcastle. Okay, so clear the runway, strobes off, don't need them on anymore, taxi around. Should be able to, according to the chart, should be able to fly taxi all the way around there. We might just park up here. That'll do for us, I think. Okay, right, so parking brake on. Let's have a look at our checklist, see what it's telling us to do before shutdown. Okay, so after landing, throttle at 1,000, which we are. So 1 out of 20, that's not too bad. Transponder set to standby. Carb heat is off, which it is. Mixture can be leaned. This should cutters, which it has. Excellent. Okay. Lights can be off, so window light off. External lights off. Flaps are, which they are. Trim is set, yep. Shut down, yep. Avionics is off. Electrical equipment is off, which we are. Excellent. Turn that off. And let's get out of here. Right, well I hope you all enjoyed that that video. We'll continue the journey next time. Get up to Aberdeen, I think. And we'll see where the rest of the journey takes us. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.